welcome to Prashi Ascending, and today we are going to talk about a yet another very practical topic on our journey of unconditional love. So, the last time we spoke of the dirty laundry to love, and a lot of people have liked it because, of course, you can resonate with it because no matter what you're doing, unless you are like an aristocrat or someone, you really have to do these practical things on regular basis, like laundry and cleaning and taking care of your finances. So today we are going to talk about the underlying topic of it, which is going to be communication. So how do we bring effective communication in our relationships with the perspective of unconditional love? That is one thing that we really have to remember, because we're just not talking here about like dating advices or dating tips. It's going to be unconditional love, like the love that we were always looking for, the love that deeply fulfills us and nourishes us, and the kind of love that anyone would want to be receiving. So let's get started. Now, if we have to talk about communication, a lot of people have this complaint, or they would speak of the communication is not on the spot, or anytime that we talk, we either speak of some old topics, or it's like different topics come into it. We are going to go to the root cause of it. First of all, like, what is communication and why do we need to communicate? I mean, it's like, why am I making this video and why are you listening to this? So one key component of it is listening is also communication. Because as in how I'm speaking, I'm listening as well. Because if I'm not listening, how will I speak? How will I know what I have just spoken? So again, it's like our human brain and just the human body, it's so amazing that we don't even realize that we are listening when we are speaking. So that's the first thing. Like, what are you trying to communicate for? Like, what is the key objective out of your communication? And there are times when you're just chit chatting. There are times when you're just like experiencing some sensual experience, and that's why you need the language. But when you want to talk about a particular message, like who is going to do the cooking today, or how are we doing our pantry cleaning or something like that, then you have to have like clear bullet points in your mind first. Interestingly, what happens is a lot of people go with this whole idea that it's a romantic relationship and you have to be all like loving and all of that. But we forget that when we are talking about these practical things, we have to have a very clear and emotionless approach. So many a times it's actually in between the communication you would start flirting, or you would start teasing one another, and that's how you sort of forget the points. I mean, I don't know, you must have never expected to hear something like this in the story of Bhagavad Puran or unconditional love. But when you're talking about concrete things like family dinner and cooking, and I don't know, you're communicating something with your partner that you don't like them dressed in a certain way. I mean, of course, as a preference, not that you can force it on them. Then the approach has to be really emotionless. You know, the approach actually has to be of unconditional love. Like, this is what I need, and that's how I'm expressing it. So that's the first thing where a lot of people have problems. Now, if we have to go back to why are we communicating for, so like we discussed, it could be just for fun. And many a times we don't even need language. The eyes speak, the body language speaks. But if you want to have fun with your communication, set up the tone like that. Start your conversation like that. I mean, just say hi or hello in a different way, and then the mood would be set up like that. But apart from that, anytime human beings communicate, they communicate out of certain expectation. Like, you want this to be presented to you, and if that doesn't happen, you also give them like guidelines of what other things do you expect out of them. So make your communication a little emotionless and a little practical. so that when you go in your romantic talks and topics just like gossiping, I mean, like on movie stars and what's happening in the world, something a little light-hearted, you could really enjoy it. Don't mix it up too much. Also, the other part that we like communicating with our partners is about emotions. Like, you want to tell them that you're going through something difficult, or even when you're like really, really happy, I mean, when the other person is really, really happy and you're just having a simple plain day, that's a little overwhelming as well. It's like, oh, like, I mean, it's nice that you're happy, but just the mojo and energy, it's like something. So even for those conversations, set up the tone right. So like make the listening capacity of the other person well, make sure that the other person is going to listen what you're saying exactly. We don't have control over how we interpret that, but with your body language, with your tone, you can actually make them listen what you want them to listen and get the kind of response that you want. And that's why we communicate actually. So, see in your relationships, like, do you get a little more on the flirting side or romantic side, or too much of emotion, anger, joy, anything that's actually ruining your like day to day future planning, activities? And then you would see like a lot of clarity coming in between the two of you, and you actually have more room for light-hearted conversations. Now, one tip that I could certainly give you while how to improve communication in general, be it like a serious topic or be it a non-serious topic with the perspective of unconditional love, is always have this approach or the lens of how can you contribute to the other person's life or the situation, and do it like wholeheartedly. I mean, that's going to be the theme overall. Even we saw that in the laundry video, that when you do it like out of compulsion, it's different, but when you do it with this whole love in your heart, that wow, this is going to make him or her happy, it's going to make you happy, you know and that's all what it is, like bringing happiness and contribution to the capacity that you have, and that's in return going to fill you with so much joy and beauty. And that's the time you're actually going to report that I have an amazing relationship, because you're giving yourself these opportunities to contribute to that person's life. And by seeing them happy and seeing them smiling, in return, it's going to make you happy as well. So let me know if you have had any peculiar moments around it. Till then, Radhe Radhe. Bye.